This is college football at its absolute best.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne.
I think I got my swagger back. Oh.
I love it, baby.
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins. By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch. Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win.
He got it.
If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Thursday, April 9th. It's Masters Week. It's really all I've got for you, by the way. Like, this is also just dumb and depressing, and I don't know why I cheer for sports, and I don't know. It's just, I saw some, I think you tweeted something about the transfer portal, like, welcome to the new era, and someone was like, it's been like this since 2021. But yeah, but it's wearing on me. Like, I didn't just like, yeah, of course it's been going on a while, but like, it's just starting to set in when it's just happened so many times. And I mean, you have a women's basketball team that doesn't have a single player on the roster for, you know,
well, it
whether
used
you're
to
blaming
be
a coach or not. That's one thing, but
the transfer portal used to be like people weren't playing or they're unhappy or they're losing, they're entering the transfer portal. Now it's like, hey, no matter how much that guy plays or scores or has success at Tennessee, he can go in the portal.
yeah.
So it's hard to like, I mean, we've talked about it. It's hard to be emotionally invested in players because, I mean, the hope was like JP Estrella, Amari Evans, like you were hoping to get some of those guys back, and now you're kind of starting from scratch. Not as scratch as the women's program, but you are starting from scratch and building a whole new roster.
Yeah, and kudos to you guys who can continue to like care about this on a deep level like I used to. But you mentioned like not being emotionally invested in players, and it's just hard to like, I'll always watch Tennessee. Like, that's just something that's kind of like kind of instilled in me almost like a lesson from, I guess I'm just a Tennessee fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not the same Tennessee fan I was 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Like, actually, I mean, even just last year, like it's just dwindled and dwindled. So kudos to you guys who can keep that passion, but it's just so exhausting. It's a new, like, it's just hard to care deeply because you know it's going to change.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's almost like professional sports. Like you more have to like just the franchise and the program than you can
I think
the
it's
actual
far
players.
worse.
But it's that same kind of like you can't be tied to any players. Like you can't really have favorite players anymore because those guys are gone. You can have a favorite player basically after they're gone and away from Tennessee.
I mean, to a degree, but I mean, I think it's also just because everyone's on a 1 year. Like you can't, and then like you said, you don't know who you're negotiating with. You don't know who you're negotiating against. You don't know. Obviously, like the winning championships. I mean, people transfer from winning teams.
Yeah.
People transfer from places they were getting good deals. It's impossible to keep up with. It's impossible. So I mean, it's again, I'm gonna watch all the games. We joked about how I like Sunday stings a little bit after a football loss. Like now, like as I'm getting older, like Monday doesn't sting as much as it used to. Like Friday, I'm kind of over it by that point. I think that's part of just it's hard to get invested, so it's hard to be truly emotionally invested in it.
Well, this baseball program is putting you to the test on how big of a fan you actually are because they are finding every way to lose.
This basketball season and this baseball season obviously is a different kind of animal. It's kind of like it was almost nice for basketball to just kind of have low expectations, not be so emotionally invested, and walk in and just kind of, hey, whatever happens, happens. Like, I won't be upset after a loss, but I'll get over it quick because again, like low expectations, I just don't. I'm not as. It's hard to be so invested. I mean, last year we had a guy hit the portal mid-year in basketball,
and then averaged 19 points per game this year.
But it didn't matter. Where'd they play? They didn't. Where were they at in March? Not very far.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't think they made the tournament.
They didn't make the tournament. So it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
that's my dot drop for the day.
On as of yesterday, there was active a little bit over 5,000 Division I scholarship basketball players this past year. 3,100 were in the portal. I mean, it's more than half. It's insane. And
I'm not trying to say it. I didn't ever say this. So if you think I'm trying to say, it's a player's fault, like, I don't think it's all the players' fault. I think obviously some responsibility falls on them. They're adults making these decisions, but I think it's the system, man. It's a system.
You had a coach at NC State who coached one season and dipped the next. I mean, you can't blame the players. I mean, you're right, Caleb. It's a system. It's not a player thing. You had a coach leave after 1 year. He hit the portal.
Yeah. I don't know, man. So again, kudos to everyone who, everyone is sweating out every second of Tennessee in the transfer portal, and it's fun to know, I guess. Like, obviously, I'm curious. It's fun to know, but at the same time, it's just, pump the brakes. This is it's just so different from free agency. Looking at the professional side of things, it's not there's not a comp for it.
When like free agency, you're thinking like, oh, who needs this? Well, now everybody is in the need for everything because everybody's in the portal.
And money is so weird and disguised in a mystery. Like, you don't know who has the available funds for said player. Somehow JP Estrella lands at Michigan. That makes no sense to me. And I'm going to question his Kareem Abdul-Jabbar impression from 15 feet. I'm going to question it because did Michigan see that? If they did see, they were playing in that game, right? Yeah, but they're paying him $2 million. Who knows how much they're paying him? At least $1 million.
Trey knows.
I heard 2.3. Yes.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and like you hear this and like it's upsetting that you're losing these players because like you're hoping like the next year they're going to be something and they go into the portal and you're hearing 2.3 million. That's who has that kind of money to spend on a guy that averaged 10 points per game?
Someone said he was the most efficient player in the SEC. Maybe statistically that's true, but like, come on. And I would have gladly taken Estrella back. I wanted Estrella back.
Yeah.
But we think he's worth 2.3 million? I guess if you don't get another big man, he was for Tennessee.
Right. Well, and like, does Michigan have that money? Because they just spend a crap ton of money. Well, they won a national championship, so maybe they do. But they just spent a crap ton of money the past season to bring in all these transfers to win a national championship.
They did get out of a football coach buyout. Shout out to that assistant.
Yeah, took one for the team.
Yeah.
I don't know. What LSU is spending on sports, there is no end to this money train.
No, it's crazy.
And I think the only thing you could really do to and it's never going to be an end to it, like the executive order that was that was signed. It's never going to hold up. But like the transfer portal is the issue. If people could only have one transfer, then some of that is fixed.
But that's the thing is I don't think you can think about it like that because that can never happen. That gets into the whole restricting player movements. I think you have to go about it. You have to make them employees where you can sign them to contracts. I don't know why this is you, Landon. Didn't you, correct me if I'm wrong, you technically worked for Carson Newman while receiving scholarship money while in school at Carson Newman on the football team. Am I wrong?
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's a pretty common thing. I don't think Carson Newman created this wonderful world called work study. I don't think that's exclusive to Jefferson City, Tennessee.
No.
So why are we putting this like mythical, like we can't make them employees? What is it?
Was in there, I don't know, if a guy's getting $2.3 million, let's say, and the next year they go to this like work study thing and he's making significant less, does he go sue the NCAA?
No, he has a contract. You sign him to contracts.
Okay. I mean, I don't
then
know.
That way it's okay. If you walk in and this guy wants a 1-year deal and you don't want it, so you guys don't come to terms, whatever. Or you say, okay, we want you on a 2-year deal. Oh, you want to go to this school? Well, there's also this thing that we pretend doesn't exist called buyout. So if LSU wants him, well, they got to pay his buyout just like they pay Will Wade's NC State. It's not, I don't know why we pretend there's not a system in place for this already in college athletics.
Yeah. Well, and looking at Tennessee, like, hey, you're welcome for giving the transfer portal Amari Evans. No one really knew who that guy was going to be. And then he plays well at Tennessee. I forget, was it at Vandy or Georgia? He had 24, one of those games.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think it was at Vandy, yeah, because we didn't have Nate Ament, right? Is that correct?
I was thinking, I couldn't remember if we didn't have him against Vandy. I think it was whatever game we didn't have him. Yes.
Yeah. And then he enters the portal. I'm sure Tennessee wanted him back, but like, what is that? I don't understand, why are you leaving? Unless it's strictly about what they think they could get on the open market. But I feel like there's a lot of players like, hey, like, you can get this, go ahead and enter the portal. They enter the portal, they're so far into it, and you're like, hey, like, I'm not getting like what I thought I was getting. I feel like people were taking pay cuts at that point. I mean, if you have 3,100 players in the portal,
yeah, someone's losing money. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way.
No,
and most of those, with all incoming freshmen and junior college, like, some of those players are not, and guys moving up, some of those players are just stuck. They're not going to find a home.
Right. And that's why I think players benefit too from contracts, because I sign you as a freshman to a 2-year deal. And so, I mean, that's the thing. Some freshmen will get signed to 1 years. They're technically on 1-year deals with the scholarships anyway. You could be cut after any year.
Mm-hmm.
But freshmen could argue, could bargain for a 1 or 2 year and say, no, I want to be guaranteed 500 next year, whatever it is. I don't understand. But then, I mean, it's not like you get tied in. Buyouts are available. You can buy people out of contracts. You can, I just totally blanked. You can buy the contracts. You can negotiate 1-year deals. Like a guy like Jalen Carey, who I don't think even Tennessee fans, and I don't know if Tennessee expected him to be here next year anyways, he's transferring. He could go and negotiate a 1-year deal. And so, I don't understand why we're acting. I shouldn't say that, because I do understand it, because you still have people in charge at universities, whether it be presidents or athletic directors, that still want to pretend and put this cloak of amateurism on it. The NCAA just generated billions of dollars last month. Billions. All while these guys miss class to play ball. Quit saying they're student athletes with a straight face. It's insane. And yeah, Monty said it. You can put performance bonuses on it.
Yeah.
It's insane. They're not amateurs. They shouldn't have been for a very long time. I mean, when you're filling up 100,000 seat stadiums on the regular to watch these guys play, it's crazy that we thought that system could last forever.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. It does take I think the part that made college athletics so great, you got to love these kind of players for 3 or 4 years. And now you just don't have that at all. You have a guy like JP Estrella, he's the Weigels athlete. He's has all these deals. He's in basically every promo for Tennessee doing the W every time you get a win. And then he just enters the portal for what? I mean, he was a starter for Tennessee last year. There is no, and that team made an Elite Eight. It's not like they didn't make the tournament. They were a bad team. The only reason why he enters the portal is money, whether that's Tennessee wasn't willing to pay him what he was wanting, or his agent was like, hey, Michigan's got this for you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only reason. So, I mean, I don't know. It just, I get it. Like, if I'm in that position, like it would probably be hard to say no to that kind of money, but I don't know. It just sucks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It absolutely sucks. And it's disappointing that everyone's willing to I mean, you're chasing this is like a world problem. Sorry to get deep. This is life with more important issues, but like it's the chasing like immediate satisfaction, because no one's worried about legacy. No one's worried about who they'll be 5 years, 10 years, 50 years from now. Because like if you, even in this system, you could have that 4-year, 3-year guy. Even in this broken, awful system, you could still have that. You certainly could if you made them employees, and you'd be more likely to have those guys. But I mean, shout out to Todd Simpson. I hate him. He's an Alabama quarterback, so I naturally hate him. But like, credit to him for being like, I could have transferred. Like, yeah, there were teams that would have taken me and paid me well, but like, then what about everything I just did for 3 years at Alabama? Like, no, I want that to be my legacy. If your legacy is just jumping around, everyone's gonna hate you. I hate to tell you that, but like, if your legacy is jumping around, there are way more teams that are not gonna like you than are. So like, that's just the way it is.
And does that usually work out well? I mean, let's look at the NBA or the NFL. Like, has it really worked out for people that jump to one team every single year? Like Amari Abrams, is he like, man, I'm glad I did that?
Right.
Jalen Carey, is he like that? I mean, man, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like it like you said, it is a very like in the moment, this is what's best for me. But in reality, like maybe 5 years later, you're like, man, that was probably dumb of me to do.
Right.
That.
And I'm not pretending to know what's best for all of these players, but I do know for a fact, I know this, it's not best for 3,100 of them. I know that.
Yeah.
I think of like the football games, how like in between quarters, they'd be like, oh, welcome back VFL Peyton Manning or something like that. Like 5 years from now, who's that going to be?
It's just Todd Simpson. Like, Todd Simpson's the only one being honored at halftime.
Yeah, I think a great example of like guys you attach to, and I mean, I did a little more news YouTube clip over the same topic. This has been about a month ago now. But like, I think of like a Zakai Ziegler. I mean, those guys are just non-existent anymore. And it's the biggest thing that this takes away is from the fans. I mean, all for the players making money, the university's making money, the coaches making money. The fans are just having to shovel out more money to go see a team, and they can't get this. I mean, Landon, I'm not going to air out all the personal news, but you know, you just had a son where a part of his name is about a player that you love. You know, people aren't going to be doing that anymore. Like, are you going to name your kid after, you know, Joey Aguilar, a guy that, no offense, Joey, sorry for the strays, but you know, after a 1-year quarterback at Tennessee, like, no, you're not. Like, it sucks. Yeah. It sucks for fans. 100% it sucks for fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all that NIL gear that, I mean, who's buying any of that crap now? You can't.
I think that's a great point. I think that's how fans push back. You don't buy a single piece of NIL merch with names on it.
No.
Until they have contracts in place. Then I'm not going to do it still, but then you can do it. Let's free it up there. But like, buying a jersey or even a jersey, $15 in this economy, it's crazy.
No, that jersey's
that's a tank of gas.
30.
Not a tank. Not sorry, anymore. I meant to say a gallon of gas.
Yeah, I was about to say, it took almost $60 for me to fill up my Toyota Camry.
I've just been siphoning off neighbors' gas. It's been a thing. It's the fans, and that ultimately, I mean, it's weird to like watch March Madness, for example, and not really recognize a whole lot of rosters. There's so much. Someone actually put out a graphic of the Elite Eight, and it was like, can you identify which team is which? And the only one that had, I think, even 4 guys from last year's roster, or where they start, I don't remember if it was where they started or last year, one or the other, was Michigan State.
It's so dumb.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I know that's like an old man rant, but I'm also ranting at the NCAA. I'm not just ranting at the kids. Like, I'm not just ranting at the players. It's everything about the way this is going down. And I mean, I've said from the get-go, this like free market, just madhouse craziness is the NCAA's fault, period.
Yeah. Well, it's not really I don't feel like, and maybe you guys feel differently. It's just, I feel like the product is still good, so they're not worried about it.
To an extent, yeah. I mean, yes, yeah, you're right. No, but
like same with football too. Like the playoff is annoying and everything, but like when it comes down to it, like everybody watches it. Same with the NCAA tournament. When it comes to it, everybody watches it, no matter like how many teams are just. I mean, we like playing this game when we're looking at like quarterbacks and stuff, especially when those bye games. You're like, oh, this quarterback played at North Carolina 2 years ago, or whatever. We like playing that game.
Then NC State, and then Duke, and now they're here.
Yeah, TJ Finley. He's in his 7th team, I think.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right that like that aspect of it's not gonna be. But again, like which rev share is coming up. So again, the school's paying players. I don't get it. Then you have just like how much are fans gonna dole out? And then not just fans, because that's another thing I want to make a point about in this annoying landscape of money. My tickets do not matter. So why are they increasing so much? Anyways, how much longer do the billionaires hang on?
Well, that you heard like Tennessee is willing to spend more money than they ever have on their basketball.
I believe roster this year. And then we just lost a starter to a contract.
Yeah.
To more money.
My question is, Landon, with those billionaires, 'cause I think it's a great topic and discussion, is what happens for like a team like an LSU or a Michigan or someone who like spends all these monies, whether it's basketball or baseball or football, whatever, that they're promising these kids all this money. You know, the team starts out, let's say football, you know, starts out with like 2 or 3 losses before they get to the end of September. What about those billionaires just going, no, I'm good, man. Even though last month I gave that, I don't want to give that anymore. Because here's the thing, like when you're donating to this stuff, there's no ROI on this. You're not getting money back. You know, you're throwing money into the water. You know, universities and even athletic foundations, when their rationale for spending money on, like, you know, Michigan's rationale for spending 2.1 on JP is like, hey, we're going to make X amount of money because if we have a good basketball team, we'll get more fans. They'll pay the tickets. We'll make it larger in the tournament. But for the fans, the donors, yeah, that's where when's that going to happen? Because it's coming. This is coming. But
well, I mean, right now you look at Tennessee athletics, and
do we have to?
Well,
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, if you listen to that, we had Connor Pavoloni on Sunday to kind of talk about baseball and some other stuff. But like the reason why the baseball program kind of hurt so bad is that was kind of your like, hey, like this is where we like do well. Like basketball is like chaotic and it's a love-hate relationship, it feels like, throughout the entire season. Football is, I mean, we know how that finished out last year. Wasn't good. I mean, it's just the way the other programs are right now. It makes that feel like so much worse when you don't have anything to kind of fall back on or look forward to.
Yeah, thank you for making. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. But yeah, it's just not fun right now. Sports aren't fun. We do have the Masters. The Masters. There are people I need to talk. Speaking of like being miserable, there are people that just they love being miserable so much. They love it. They crave it. The Masters, the tradition is dying. Jason Kelsey, what's he doing there?
Jason Kelsey's on everything now. If you haven't
well,
watched
that's part of it. They're
sport.
like he's on everything. I'm like, all these media guys are on everything. What are we doing? What are we talking about? But yeah, it's they're trying to take away. They're saying the tradition's dying. All this, not at the Masters. It's not. I'm telling you, they've already publicly regretted letting Dude Perfect on their grounds. So it is not dying there. Other than that, yeah, it's dark and sad and depressing.
Well, I mean, with Tennessee basketball, they're going to have to redo this roster. They're already started on it. They have one commit already from Belmont and Tyler Lundblade. They have some visitors here this weekend. I mean, it's just going to be new names to learn and a brand new team next year. You did get out of kind of all this, Dwayne Brown announced that he is coming back. Also, Troy Henderson originally entered the portal. Now he is coming back to Tennessee. And I know like the whole like high school recruiting, that's always a topic for debate is like, how important is it? I mean, without high school recruiting, I don't know where Tennessee would have been at because Nate Ament was a big part of this team. Dwayne Brown became that. And same with Amari Evans. And, I think people are excited what Troy Henderson can give you next year. And because right now you have point guard is the biggest point of emphasis right now. Losing Jacoby Gillespie was, he was your best player. So that is somebody you have to replace. Now, I'm not saying Troy Henderson is that, but I think there is some potential there, and you like what he gave. I think was it against Texas A&M. He had a big shot with like a minute left. They kind of gave Tennessee the lead, and they were able to close that one out. So, I just don't think like high school recruiting is going away. I just think you have to be like more efficient with it.
Sure.
Like you can't miss on some guys. Otherwise, it's a waste of money. Because, and you have to be upfront. It's like, hey, you're coming here as a freshman. We're bringing in these transfers. We have this plan for you. 9 times out of 10, does that plan work? Who knows? But, yeah, I don't think you can completely go away from high school recruiting just because it's so portal heavy now in college basketball.
Yeah, and that's you got to find, which I don't know if Tennessee thought they had freshmen that would want to be here or not, but like Amari Evans, Dwayne Brown, like they played a lot more than a lot of freshmen in the system, in Rick Barnes' system, and thought they were really set up for a big year, which Dwayne Brown is coming back, but I thought Amari Evans was an important piece to keep. I'm really disappointed he's leaving. I agree. It's about money, but that's really disappointing. But yeah, Dwayne Brown's obviously a big piece of that too. So finding those freshmen that want to grow in this system, I think's a big part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it felt like it was between Amari Evans and Bishop Boswell, who was coming back to Tennessee, and now neither one of them are. So who knows how that worked out? But it is upsetting that Amari Evans you thought would be a big piece to this roster next year for sure, and hopefully for a year or two after that. But yeah, just whatever, couldn't make it happen, and he's onto the portal. So Tennessee will have to replace, and when you're having to replace guys, you talk about Estrella, $2.3 million for that guy. Like, how much is Tennessee paying for basically a roster overhaul? It's got to be a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we spend $22 million like Kentucky and get put out in the first weekend of the NCAA tournament, but I think Tennessee's going to have to fork up some money to rebuild this roster, and it's probably going to be more expensive than if you were to keep everybody.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think that depends because are you gonna
Amari Evans is going to Kansas?
Is that true? I hadn't seen that yet. Or is that what's being rumored? I just Googled it to see. I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see that either.
But, well, I mean, I think it depends. I mean, getting into the right people, and because I think you could get a better player for potentially less than 2.3. But I don't know. Does everyone look at JP Estrella? Does that drive up the market? I don't know. I have no idea. So
Right. I mean, your worth is what one team's willing to pay you. So if they're willing to pay 2.3, that's what JP Estrella was worth, I guess.
You said it last week when you were talking about. I know you were talking about Bishop Boswell. Maybe we had known JP Estrella was in the portal at that point. Or you're talking about on Monday, and you said is $1 million worth it. $1 million is what you said. No.
Yeah, hell no.
No. So 2.3. It would have been really disappointing in my mind if I found out Tennessee was paying 2.3 for JP Estrella.
Yeah.
I wanted him to come back. I want that to be clear. I wanted him to come back. I thought he would have been an important role for Tennessee. Not for that price, I don't.
I mean, I think he was a good player. I don't think he was going to be your best player. Tennessee basically paid that for their best player this past year, and Nate Ament.
Yep.
I don't think he's going to be anybody's best player. That is, I mean, Tennessee, like I mentioned, they do have some visitors this weekend. You have Miles Rubin from Loyola Chicago. You have, I think I'm saying this right, Day Ames.
Sure.
He's been around the block a little bit. I think he started at Kansas State, then Virginia, now Cal, and now he's visiting Tennessee. So this would be his fourth team in 4 years. But it is interesting. Tennessee does have ties to both of these players. I forgot what his name is. It's Amaro Morgan, Tennessee's new assistant basketball coach. He was at Loyola Chicago before Cal. He came from Cal. Recruited Miles Rubin to Loyola Chicago, and then he was at Cal, obviously, when Day Ames was there. So I think both of those players make sense when you kind of, I don't know, look at the tea leaves, or I don't know what you're looking at. Anyway, I think both those players kind of make sense, and hopefully you're able to land those guys. Day Ames was, I think, second team or third team all at ACC, 16.9 points per game. He's a shooter. I think he's more of a combo guard, but I mean, you look at the biggest position of need on this pass team, it was your two guard. And so I think they're wanting to land one of those, and that guy kind of fits that bill. Miles Rubin, need to replace Felix Okpara, need a shot blocker. Obviously, a capable big, a guy that can move. And Miles Rubin, I think, was second in the country in shot blocks. Averaged 11.3 points per game, 7 rebounds, also 2.3 blocks per game. So pretty good block percentage from him. And again, just 6'10", 220. I think he moves pretty well. He seems lighter on his feet. He's not like a Jalen Carey. He's more like a Felix Okpara if I had to compare the two. So, yeah. And then you have some more. I mean, obviously, Juke. Is it Juke Harris? Is that right? He's from Wake Forest. Picked Wake Forest over Tennessee, which is real interesting. But anyway, out of high school, and I think he averaged around 21 points per game this past season at Wake Forest. So that would be a huge get, but obviously everybody in the country is trying to get Juke on their basketball team. So it's going to be a tough pool. Going to have to spend some money, maybe 2.3. I don't know.
What a time. What a time.
What was your thoughts on Troy Henderson coming back? I know he entered the portal, like little reverse Uno there.
Yeah, I don't know if that was I'm not sure. I'm not sure of my role. I'm not sure of my money. Let me go explore. And he found out that the grass wasn't greener. And JP Estrella found out the grass was real green. So I don't know if he, realized that it was, better. I don't know. I'd be shocked to find out Tennessee went all in on Troy Henderson, but
Yeah.
maybe.
But also, like, I mean, JP Estrella did have big games last season. Like, there is potential there to, I mean, Troy Henderson averaged 1.8 points per game. Like, I
Right.
mean, what kind of tell you? I mean, people aren't spending $1 million on somebody who is averaging that, unfortunately. So,
Right.
or I should say, fortunately, people should not be spending that on that kind of player. But I do think there is potential there, being a true freshman, and I mean, you can say what you want about Rick Barnes, but he's had some pretty dang good point guards since he's been here. So,
Yeah.
and maybe it was one of those things where he was like, "Hey, like I don't really have a chance." And then Amari Evans enters, and Tennessee's like, "Hey, like we'd love to have you back, and this is kind of the role we see from you." I don't know. I don't know what that conversation was like. I'm not going to pretend like I do, but obviously, like there is something where he enters the portal, and usually that doesn't happen. When they enter the portal, they're as good as gone. So it was nice to get Troy Henderson back to go along with Dwayne Brown, who, I mean, it really was a good recruiting class for Tennessee last cycle, and I don't think anybody really expected it to be.
Right.
Besides Nate, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll keep you updated on the basketball portal because not a whole lot else to do.
The good news is, if you want to begin to worry or speculate, I'm going to say the same. I strongly recommend you follow my lead on this one. Just wait till November to care about basketball. I think that just wait till July or August to care about football. I guess wait till August to care about football. Wait till February to care about baseball. It just makes life, especially right now, and all this, so much easier.
I wish I could.
I think you have a head coach that does that, though. Did you guys see Rick Barnes's comments? I think it was it post game, or it might have been, afterwards, where, a lot of the coaches were having fusses about, the new age of basketball. I think it was before the game, but someone asked him, Rick, what do you think about this? You're a coach that's been around for a long time. And, he pretty much just said, I'm not directly quoting me, like, I like it. I just get here, I see my roster, I get my guys, and I coach them, So if you're a Tennessee fan, I guess that's a positive. Your coach is, even though he's older, he's with it. He's like, I just get my roster and I coach them. I don't have to worry about the other stuff. They say, how much money do you want and how much does it need? And we get it for him. So,
well, he's been very open about, like, he likes the portal because it is like recruiting, but it's so, like, fast. It's like I get to impress them for a weekend and, like, build those relationships in a weekend, and that's it. I don't have to spend years and years and years talking to aunt and mom and uncle and whoever else.
And I guess the way it is now is, like, when players initially enter the portal, they're doing these Zoom calls for like 4, 5, 10 minutes with coaches even before, they come to campus. So, like, these coaches are doing 30, 40, 50 Zoom calls with players, as soon as they enter the portal with all these different schools, probably to get money and talk about logistics. And then you get them on campus. So I don't know. Yeah. It's good. Tennessee's got their guy, though. So I
like to think of it like this, and it pops up like Rick Barnes has entered the studio.
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
I think it's like speed dating. I think it's like,
oh, you swipe left.
literally. Are we swiping left or right on this guy? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's I would imagine it's a lot better than some of the aspects of old recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
A lot less McDonald's bags.
Or more. I don't know. Maybe Michigan was like, hey, let's do this for him. Maybe he likes McDonald's.
I hate Michigan. I hate Dusty May. I can't wait for that national championship to get an asterisk. I'm so excited.
Well, you go to that team. Obviously, it's for money, but, like, you don't know what that roster is going to look like next year either.
No.
At least you knew a couple players on Tennessee's.
And it might be a really good roster. JP might get a ring.
Or it could, like, Olivier Kumlaw, and they suck next year.
Yeah.
After you transfer. So
I would, by the way, I would like to just go on the record that if you transfer from Tennessee, you might be a great guy. I might have liked you while you were here. I hate you. Tobe Awaka, because I loved him so much, got a little bit of different treatment. And he was, I don't know, Arizona, even in basketball, it's almost like they don't exist in the same world of college sports as everyone else. Like they're so obscure.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
Like, they're not bad enough to laugh at it anything necessarily. Like they're awful at football, but like it's not so bad that I'm like, look at Arizona. Kind of just forget about them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
So
Basketball's like the one. There's not a lot of like players that leave Tennessee and other sports that go and have great careers elsewhere. Basketball, I feel like they've had a couple. Like Tobe.
great careers or just like
Good
years?
careers. Yeah, good careers.
Yeah. Okay.
Like there's some players like what was it? The ticket gains. Like he went and had a pretty decent career at George Mason. He probably wasn't going to have that at Tennessee, but like BJ Edwards at SMU had a good career.
Yeah.
Tobe obviously was 6th man of the year in the Big 12, so that he did pretty well for himself.
Sure.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Tennessee has also been that for other players as well. I mean, you look at Jacoby Gillespie, you look at Dalton Connect. So, I mean, where they've left their previous schools, they come to Tennessee and have like an amazing career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Well, you're not wrong. You also have like Jordan Gainey.
Yeah.
Dalton Connect, though, and even Chaz Lanier, they were low majors coming up. Like they didn't transfer from another Power 5 school.
I get you. I get what you're saying.
They weren't an Axel that was like, oh, this guy is going to be one of the top players in the portal. They weren't that.
Yeah, I mean they were big gets, and a lot of people in the country wanted them, but it wasn't transferring from one big school to another big school.
Yeah.
So you're not wrong about like Tennessee getting good transfers and being that. And that is one thing that I think we'll hate watching is going a long way, I think, in keeping college sports afloat right now. Is you check box scores or you watch games to hope that guy that transferred from your roster last year is sucking it up.
Yeah. Or just LSU.
I check Arkansas box scores quite a bit. I know that.
Dude, I despise everything about LSU right now. I hate every single one of their coaches.
A lot of Tennessee football fans watched a lot of UCLA football last year.
Yeah. Yep. It is. Speaking of LSU, though, big year for Kim Mulkey. She's probably the least hated head coach at LSU now.
She's not as. It's like when the like pretty girl like surrounds herself with a bunch of uglier girls to make herself look a lot better.
Yeah,
that's what Kim Mulkey's done at LSU.
Yeah. Will Wade was hoping like going and coming back like he'd be the hot new girl, and no, they all remember you, bro. We all do at least. LSU's loving it, but it's crazy. That's so wild to me.
Yeah.
That's another thing. We need a commissioner that can like veto stuff like that. Someone has to step in and be an adult in the room and be like, he can't come back here. But I guess, now's the time. Strong ass offers are on the table. So
Yep.
Well, no, that was an FBI wiretap, no?
Yeah, 100%.
That's insane.
How long ago was that? It doesn't feel like it was that long.
4 years ago.
That's insane. You can probably still open up that case.
Yeah, and had the statute of limitations yet and passed. Yeah, probably. Let's ask Kash Patel, or at least his girlfriend, on the next podcast appearance. We'll see what they say.
Who you got to win the Masters?
I don't know. I'm impressed where Rory McIlroy's at. Don't think he'll win it. Tied for the lead, though.
Fridge, you got faith?
He was at least 1 under at one point today. That was pretty exciting. Did he finish 3? I know he was through like 15 at 3.
Scotty
+4 is
plus
what
4.
He finished.
Yeah, +4. Tied for 56.
Scotty looked terrible on the back 9 today. That was so bad.
Where did he finish? Because he
finished 2
tied
under.
for third at one point.
2 under.
Tied for 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good time to bet on him.
I'll tell you what, man. I really, really felt I didn't bet on Fleetwood. Thought about betting on Fleetwood. He was playing okay today. He fell back a little bit. He's 1 under.
He's not even the best golfer in his family.
He's trying to be hardest. Yeah, I don't know. You know what was fun? Which I don't know. Let's see where he's at. Where did he finish? Hold, please.
So the Fridge and DeChambeau are neck and neck right now.
Yeah. He as of now. No, he's not. Dang it. There's someone ahead of him. I thought he was the low am right now. Thought he might have been on the cusp of a Butler's Cabin appearance.
Who's the other one?
Fang? Ethan Fang?
I don't know where he's at. Oh, he's +2.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't understand your question. Yeah. Beautiful day, man. Nothing hits like waking up 7:15, turning on the honorary start, and it's just green as hell. The birds are chirping. They might be fake bird noises, but they're chirping.
So I had it as a comment, since we're already talking about the Masters, for like kind of like the little news, more news. Are you pro Kelsey and Kevin Hart at the Masters, Caleb?
So
is that where you're getting there? Because I hate it. I hate everything about it.
They lose me at Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart might have been acceptable in another role. It's really weird that DeChambeau's like, "Hey, come caddy for me." That's weird. They lose me at Kevin Hart. I don't really understand what the Jason Kelly like. What? So I watched Did you watch the par 3?
I watched a little bit of it. Yep.
So I mean, I saw a little bit with Jason Kelsey. I just don't know what the hubbub was about. Like, what's different than Marty Smith? Like, it's just normally Marty Smith in that type of role.
I think the thing is that a lot of people are tired of I feel like ESPN is smashing the Jason Kelsey button. And the Jason Kelsey button is just this oh yeah, shirts off, let's garage beers. And I think a lot of people don't like that. Like there's a
he's not Pat McAfee.
There's a section for that, and I don't think the Masters is that.
FedEx.
Yeah, but FedEx. Waste management, perfect. Yeah. Get them on the what is it, the 8 whatever hole at the Waste Management.
That's the thing, though, is like, that's Pat McAfee, and that's Jason Kelsey. Sometimes I feel like I watch a good amount of Jason Kelsey. He's not that way. Like, he's not like Pat McAfee.
I think
like he has those moments, but that's not his role, like his only role.
That's definitely how he came up, though.
People act like Jason Kelsey is Drewski. He's a white Drewski.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think he very much is playing the part of Marty Smith. We just don't like it because we feel like it's being shoved down our throats.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which is
I just want to hear your thoughts
that way. But I just don't think he's Pat McAfee. I don't. And I'm okay with Pat McAfee on College Game Day. It would have been weird if he was at the Masters because he would have been the same old Pat McAfee. But Jason was very tame at the Masters.
Do you see the AI image circulating yesterday? It was like Pat McAfee, Jason Kelsey, and Kevin Hart. It was like breaking.
Bert Kreischer. It was
Bert Kreischer jumping into like the pond on like 60 or something like that. It was cracking me up because for the second I was like, oh my God, they did it. But no, it's fake.
No, I mean, yeah, and it got so many people. It was, I mean, I get the feeling like he shoved. I don't know. I don't view him as. I think he's flexible. He's got a lot of roles. He's also Taylor Swift's future brother-in-law. I mean, he's the man. Is just got it.
I'm kind of indifferent about it. Like, it doesn't really bother me either.
I'm not a Jason Kelsey lover. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, because it's not like when I watch the Masters, he's all over my TV.
Correct.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
We just love to hate.
Love it. We love it. Yeah. And here's another thing too, is like the Masters is like, they're going to do whatever makes them like the most prestigious. Like they obviously thought Jason Kelce could bring something to the table. They were all about it.
It was awesome to see freaking Kevin Hart just top one into the water.
I feel like Kevin Hart is pretty tame too for Kevin Hart.
Been there.
Also, we do love Kevin Hart, Trey. Now, by the way, his son is committed to Tennessee, so we are Kevin Hart simps now.
VFL.
Speaking of loving to hate, one more news thing here for you. Did you see that Argentina is going to be playing a harder road schedule than Notre Dame football this upcoming fall and summer?
What?
Yeah. So Argentina this last, I think it came out today that they're going to be playing U.S. World Cup warm-ups at Auburn and at Texas A&M. Well, Notre Dame, their away games this year are Purdue, BYU, Syracuse, and North Carolina. So people are saying, who's got the harder road schedule this year?
That's
Argentina or Notre Dame?
Was it Texas and Auburn? Is that what you said?
Texas A&M and Auburn.
Okay, that's a pretty tough one.
It is. Kyle Field's overrated, but it's still a tough state.
Hard place to play.
I'm trying to go.
I'm in. I said I'll go.
Okay. Yeah, our buddy Wes, he was like, "Yeah, I'm in for that. Just let me know." And I was like, "Dude, that's a month after you have a kid. You ain't going, brother. I'm sorry about that."
I'm probably gonna go. It sucks. I want to make this clear. I'm probably gonna go to Georgia Tech because I've always wanted to go see a game of Bobby Dodd, and I had such a good time in College Station last time. I'm probably gonna go back. So it's to watch my team. Don't get me wrong, but like this is. I feel like a lot of people are gonna think I'm contradicting what I was saying earlier. How like it's just hard to care, and here I am making 2 road trips this fall. It's not that I care that much.
Yeah,
I just want to have a good time.
Well, I told Ross Kivitt, I was like, "Hey, if you just buy my ticket and I'll be there. I'm 1-0 in Starkville."
You going?
He didn't say anything back.
Didn't come through.
That's on him.
You should offer to run security for him. He's not had a good track record at away stadiums.
I did say stay away from the biscuits and gravy.
You called him fat?
No, what? I'm talking about the pony.
Oh, that was just gravy. I don't think they had biscuits in the mix.
Oh, okay. It was just gravy.
I'd be shocked to find out they were wrestling in biscuits and gravy.
Oh, there were biscuits.
That was Trey that made that comment, not me.
I wasn't on the screen. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, big series this weekend. I mean, they're all kind of big now because you're looking down the barrel of not making the NCAA tournament. So 4-8 in SEC play, need to get to about 13 wins. So you got to basically go 9-9 these last 18. So
what do you make, if any, like lineup changes or rotations? Like, is there anything to do? Seriously, I was thinking about that. I mean, we're at a point now, like, are you just going?
I mean, I do think you have to kind of protect your players that are hitting. And I mean, they were basically LSU just walked Blake Grimmer. They're like, everything he's hitting the ball too well. Let's just walk him and get to Manny Marin. I feel like you have to try to protect him. So I don't know if you try to move Blaine behind him. I know that throws off the left, right, left thing you got going on, but I don't know. I think Blaine needs to stay back in the lineup. He struggled. I mean, your 2 best hitters, and I'm going to talk about this on the bat flip tomorrow, but your 2 best hitters are batting a whopping 216 and 192 in SEC play. But guess what? That's not even your biggest issue. Your biggest issue is your bullpen can't finish a game. They got outscored 21-3 this past weekend against LSU from the 7th inning on. 21-3.
It's a sad story, but the story of Brian finding out that Tennessee lost in the way they did Sunday is just.
I mean, did you ask Landon Pavoni? Did you ask him how do you coach finishing, or like what can you do in a dugout, in the middle of the season, even off season? Like, how do you, because clearly the biggest issue for Tennessee is finishing a game. How do you coach that? I was around baseball my whole life. I coached, U16 to U18, for 2 or 3 years. I have a good understanding of it, but that question, it puzzles me because I don't know how you coach finishing.
Yeah. I really don't know. Like I talked to Xander a little bit about it, and he was just like, for those pitchers, it only takes one. It takes one good outing to get your mojo back. And so a lot of those guys have to use the midweek. But they're not. It's hard to throw those guys on a midweek because you want to save them for the weekend. So, like, I don't know. I don't really know what you do. I think some of these, obviously, you went and got a lot of guys added to your bullpen out of the portal, and they haven't been good enough. Your best pitcher, maybe your best player on this entire team, is a true freshman in Cameron Appenzeller, and he's throwing one time on the weekend because he's a freshman. So I don't know. I really don't know what you do to kind of coach that. It's hard to watch, but I think it's probably one of those things where it just takes one for it all to click. And this team's talented, no doubt about it. They're up on everybody that they played so far. They just can't finish a game for some reason. We give up infield singles like nobody's business, and it feels like we've given up a grand slam every game. I know it's not the case, but that's what it feels like. It feels like the margin of error is so small for your bullpen, and a lot of that is because you're not scoring enough runs. So
yeah,
but the combination of the two is why you're 4-8 in SEC play.
Right. And I think Tennessee's at a point in the year that it's going to be really, really hard to kind of turn that luck around. Because, there's a lot of just things falling and happening the right way that Tennessee has not been able to figure it out. The biggest secret, in my opinion, like, how do you finish games? There's a lot of luck involved. A lot of luck. Like, things... Yeah. Calls going your way, balls, falling the right way, bouncing the right way, whatever, however you want to call it. Like, a lot of luck involved, and Tennessee just feels like they've fallen on the wrong side of that. And you got to find ways. There's a lot of, like, I'm not questioning their mental toughness, but that's a lot of it. It's like, how mentally tough are you in these challenging situations? And it seems like Tennessee's just gotten broken at the worst times.
Yeah, when you have, like, when it keeps happening, like, there is. No fan has any kind of trust that they're going to finish a game. So, like, as a player, how do you have that trust? Like, it happens to you every single game. It almost happened to you in the midweek against Northern Kentucky.
We're at the very exact opposite of a championship team, where everything goes right for championship teams at the end of the game. It's not, everything's gone wrong.
Yeah, on Sunday you had Levi Clark was a foot away from hitting a walk-off home run. They had a bloop kind of dribbler right past the pitcher, and if he hits a rocket right at Jay Abernathy, the game's over. But he hits basically right where we're not, and it's an infield single, and they score a run, they tie it, and we go to extra innings. That it's just two things. Like, baseball has just found every way to break Tennessee, it feels like.
We hit a game-winning home run. Well, what probably would have been a game-winning home run against Georgia. Would have taken the lead in the top of the ninth.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask.
Got robbed.
I'll ask the bad guy question. Does Tony being here make a difference of this 4-8 in SEC play? In your opinion?
It's hard to say no at this point. But at the same time, let's not act like Tony didn't lose like 5 straight SEC series. last year before he left. So I think a big thing is probably Frank. Like if I was to pick one of the two to have one of them back, I'd probably say Frank at this point because just I don't know. I was hoping Teagan would take that next point. He's not been terrible, but he's not been your bona fide Friday night guy like you expected him to be or hoped he would be. And he's only giving you like 4 innings, which again hurts your bullpen because you have to throw Cameron Appenzeller basically 5 or 6 innings for him to finish it, and then he's done for the weekend. So I mean, I don't know. I think not having Frank, I think that hurts, or it's showing right now that it hurts. It also hurts that hey, you can't carry just like 50 players on your roster and have just guys hanging out in the bullpen all game long. I mean, you basically have like 10 guys that you have to rely on. And Tennessee just right now they have 2 guys that they can probably confidently say that can go in and get the job done. And I know Brandon Arvinson has been kind of up and down lately, but he's still a guy that I think they would depend on. And they're going to have to. But other than that, I don't think anybody has a lick of confidence.
It would be hard to have it. So
Yeah.
I would take that ball boy from San Francisco. That's what I would take.
Just slow the game down a little bit.
Was that an older man? Is that what that was?
I don't know.
Are either of you a little concerned about how poorly Arkansas is doing and the potential of Van Horn stepping down and Tony coming right back? Are either of you guys concerned about that? Because I see it a little bit.
I don't think so because
I mean, I think
him.
Easy. I'll hate him. It's not hard.
Really, you'll just be done with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a signed hat. I'll go full Lane Kiffin when he left. I'll burn it and piss on it.
That'd be the most Tennessee thing ever if that happened. I just think with the way like managers are just tossed around in the MLB,
it would be once you're in that club, it'd be pretty dumb to leave it.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the Giants do look really bad too.
Well, also their best players in AAA right now.
Yeah, and I mean they're in.
It's Drew Gilbert. He's
arguably the hardest division in baseball as well. I mean, it's not like they're going to be winning a whole bunch of ball games anytime soon. I'm just saying, the writing's on the wall.
Yeah, but Dave Van Horn hasn't won anything in Arkansas before. Why does he choose to step down now?
Because they suck.
What's different? What does it matter to suck in college baseball and not win a championship in college
baseball?
Well,
I think suck at Arkansas for a team that, we talked about a few weeks ago. There's schools in the SEC that are punting on other sports to be better in like the non-major. So I think Arkansas and Mississippi State are great examples of teams that are punting financially on football to, I'm going to financially put it all in baseball. And if you're going to do that and put all that money in, Mississippi State is seeing, the good side of it. Arkansas, they put all that money in. They are not good. They are sitting very even with Tennessee right now, where you are staring down the gun of not making the postseason.
But Arkansas is not punting on other sports. Like their billionaires are invested in basketball.
Basketball, yeah, but they punted on football.
To a degree.
Yeah, they hired the Memphis coach. Yeah, I'd say it's probably punting. But
I mean, if you hire the Memphis coach that beat you by 1 in overtime at Memphis. I mean,
and I think their quarterback is now the Memphis quarterback.
They re-upped Sam Pittman last year, the year before last, after he had a losing season. Like, you don't do that if you're a serious football
team. They did that because
we helped him.
He beat a top 10 team. Yeah,
we helped him.
I mean, pretty much like after he beat a top 10 team, they're like, yeah, we'll pay him a couple $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
I think Arkansas baseball is very, very important to Arkansas fans, not necessarily Arkansas boosters. I think at Mississippi State, it's everyone. Everyone's all in Mississippi State baseball. I just think I would be shocked, especially maybe it happens like 2 or 3 years from now. I would be shocked if Dave Van Horn stepped down after this year.
Yeah, and like what kind of pool does the Giants went and got him from Tennessee. Arkansas got that kind of pull to go pull him from the Giants.
I mean, he loves I know you guys want to hear. I mean, from what you see, I mean, he loves Arkansas. The way he was reacting after that super regional last year, where he was hugging up on the coaches and going to talk to them, and
did he hug the hog? Did he call the hogs with him? What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, those are his buddies. Like,
those are his guys. Yeah,
I don't think it's because they're wearing Arkansas. He would have done that if they were coaching at Florida.
But they weren't. They were coaching at Arkansas, and Arkansas may be open. I'm just saying.
Am I crazy?
I don't think you're crazy. I don't think you're wrong. I just think we're seeing on different sides here, which is fine.
I don't think, like, I'm sure he appreciates Arkansas, but like the Arkansas fans have this idea
is coming back to college baseball. He's coming back here.
I don't know if that's true either. But Arkansas fans have this weird like thing twisted in their mind that Tony Vitello would crawl over broken glass to coach college baseball in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I just don't, and I don't understand why. He's not from there.
Yeah.
He coached a few years there.
Well, he's talking about San Francisco.
They didn't win a damn thing that when he was there, just like they never win a damn thing. So I don't know what. It's clear he liked working for Dave Van Horn. It's clear he liked being on the staff, but would that have been the same if they were coaching at Texas A&M? I think so.
I think he also likes to build something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like I don't think he likes to be like what's his name? Johnson at LSU.
Jay Johnson.
Jay Johnson, where he's born on third base. I think he wants to, like, the Giants not good, and then they're going to get up against the Dodgers. I think he liked that challenge. Like, I don't know if Arkansas is a huge challenge to him because he's kind of been there, done that. I don't know. I'm just trying to get in the mind of Tony Vitello.
Yeah, and listen, Tony Vitello may love Arkansas to death. Like, that may be his dream school. I don't know. It just doesn't. I've never seen any evidence of that.
Yeah. Oh. Is Ethan Berg back?
Is Trey laughing?
I mean, he's back right now, right? He hasn't entered the portal.
How many players are on the women's team right now?
We have a whopping 3, I think. We have a freshman and then 2 transfers.
I'm not going to reopen the can, but this is nuts. I mean, what Tennessee basketball, men and women.
We just got a banger dropped. Hold on. Can I find it? Gabe Lazo. Is that how you say his name? Lazo?
Yeah.
I'm never going to lie to you. I'm going to be honest. And that's something that I think we lack a lot in this profession. Makes you think. Makes you think. We've had some bangers drop since we started, or at least that I've seen since we started. Bruce Pearl dropped another banger. That one happened.
Can I read you guys my favorite banger I saw this past week?
Is it Ole Miss is getting a visit from a transfer called Stink Robinson?
No, I saw that. Did you see guys what the quarterback coach at Oregon said that he does with all of his recruits that he brings in? His one question.
Oh, gosh.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Vanilla or chocolate.
Yeah.
And then based on how they respond, if they don't respond, any hesitation, the coach doesn't want him at all. So it can be a 5-star player. And he's just like, his quote is, if you pause on ice cream, what are you going to do on third down in front of 110,000 fans?
I kind of respect that, but also he's full of shit if he does
He's
that.
so full of shit. And also, it makes so much sense why Dante Moore just shit down his pants this season.
Yeah. Also, Oregon never plays in front of
He was a
110,000
strawberry
fans.
guy.
Unless they're
That's
Michigan.
true. Yeah.
Oregon, sneaky, super small stadium. Very small.
Yeah, it's only like, what, 60?
I think less than.
Really?
Less than 60? Yeah. That's Nike, get your weight up, dog.
Oh.
Okay, let's get into this. Saturday.
Mike Vrabel. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to bring that up too, but
Saturday, orange and white game. It's
Oh,
free
yeah.
this time.
Yeah.
It's not going to be televised.
Which, well, how are we doing that? We have an SEC network and we're not televising spring games. Are we the only one?
No,
I don't think Georgia, the G Day and the A Day at Alabama, I don't think those are either televised as well.
Or you have like SEC Plus now. Why? Like, just set up a camera on a tripod. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool that the stadium's open. People get to like go there, but I mean, if we thought spring games didn't matter 5 years ago, I mean, they really don't freaking matter.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been out on them probably, I mean, for a while, but like ever since like Hendon Hooker started that his first year. Well, I guess Joe started and then Hendon Hooker came in. Hendon Hooker was the best quarterback on the roster. He was the worst quarterback in the spring game by a large margin. So I mean, I just think it's overblown. And it's kind of like the whole like going around, you see one pass and it's obviously from the Tennessee football account, a pass from George McIntyre, and then a pass from Faison Brandon. You're trying to decipher like, hey, who do you think is winning this quarterback battle based off one highlight from either one is crazy. I mean, it's just going to be
do it. That's what's fun about it. Is we're going to do it.
Right, but it's so like the spring game is just so vanilla. They don't really do anything. Half the players don't even participate in it.
Right.
I mean, Tennessee's star transfer, Chaz Coleman, may or may not play a snap at Tennessee.
Right.
So,
speaking of spring games too, because I saw this, can we stop? Can we just pretend that Boo Carter's mom doesn't exist? Can I just want to stop seeing her post on my time. Like, quit screenshotting and sharing her post on my timeline. If you do that, I'm blocking you. Just a heads up. Don't be offended. I warned you.
Number one, who gets on Facebook anymore? I'm just kidding. That was a shot at Monty. Number two, who is name searching Boo Carter's mom?
Yeah, or you've
post that on
which
Twitter.
Is also weird.
I would search up Boo Carter's mom in the middle of football games last year. I was that guy.
That's good. I actually like that. In the middle of games watch.
Middle of the games, it was some of the best content because it would be a post out and then or be like shake my head on third down or something like that and then deleted. You know,
are you subscribed?
She was shaving her head.
Shake my head.
Oh, shake my head. I thought you said shave. It's like, I mean, Boo Carter kind of made me want to pull my hair out too. So I guess that's technically shaving my head.
You still have a shaved headbutt to own up to. One day, maybe you'll be a man of your word. I don't know.
Yeah. Guys, can you guess Tennessee's top 3 hitters in SEC play?
No, not a chance.
Please try to guess. The first 2 aren't crazy, but the third one is nuts.
I feel like maybe I'm going off of recency. I don't know. Who is
just give me 3 names.
Who's hit okay? So I'm assuming. Well, no, Levi Clark can't be one. He's not one.
Okay.
Is Grimmer one?
Yeah, Grimmer definitely is. Yeah, Grimmer's number 1.
See, I was about to say I think that's recency bias. I couldn't decide how well he has actually been hitting.
Chapman?
Chapman's number 2.
No way.
Fire.
No way.
Yep, Chapman's number 2.
Both of those. So that's what's crazy is both of those feel like recency bias.
Monty says Ford and Manny as well.
Okay. Caleb, who you got? Who's the last one?
Oh, I thought we got all 3. We said Grimmer, you said was 1?
Yeah, Grimmer and Reese Chapman's 2.
Oh. Who would be up there? It can't be Jay Abernathy. It can't be. Is it Manny?
It's Levi Clark.
Really?
Yeah, Blake. Which this isn't.
Is he third? Is he third? What's his average in SEC play?
250.
Honestly, better than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, Blake Grimmer's 279, Reese Chapman 271. Tennessee is hitting 227 in SEC play. Not a single player over 300. All right, not good enough.
Do you think if you don't get one this weekend, it's wraps?
If you get swept this weekend, yeah, I think it's done.
That's what I'm asking.
Because you basically you gotta win your series at home, and you can't get swept on the road.
Landon's putting a must win on this, guys.
Must win a game. It must win a game. Must win.
Yeah,
a game.
you got to win a game.
Monty mentioned earlier, he's like, "What do you think the odds are Tennessee wins 2 of 3?" None. I don't think there's a way Tennessee wins 2 of 3 this weekend. I just don't see it.
Is Mississippi State's starter back yet? Because he's been out the past 2 or 3 weeks. Their ace.
All their starters?
No.
Then Tennessee
ace.
might be in.
Their number one. Their number one pitcher.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
Did you just read the stat? Read Tennessee's
227.
Hey, I was always taught as a kid, 300 gets you into Hall of Fame. So.
Yeah, well, we ain't got none of them, and we got aluminum bats.
And you got the short field.
Yeah.
Hey, you watch your mouth.
It doesn't matter. I mean, we're getting it used against us. If the wind's blowing out, I mean, we're getting a pop fly that's going over the fence. If the wind's flying in like it did at Vanderbilt, I mean, pop fly to the center fielder. We just can't catch a break with Mother Nature hates us, baseball hates us. Obviously the bats hate us and everything else. Bourbon 82 said, "Do y'all believe the rumor the donors are willing to do whatever it takes to get the players it takes to get next year's team to the Final Four?"
No,
I think it takes more than any kind of donor money to get you a Final Four.
I also just don't think our donors actually care.
I think
my level of care is higher, probably double what the donors are.
I think the donors are spending too much money on their seats to want to be able to fork over more money for players.
Well, guys, we got an inventory sale. Y'all going?
No.
I guess all the Nike stuff's going to be gone on April 20th.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good for it. Can't wait to get some ugly jerseys from Adidas after signing an awesome deal. It's going to work out and help us in NIL. Okay.
Yep. Well, all right, guys. That's all I got.
Spin Zone, take 2 this weekend, and you're back in.
Do you have any more news? I'm going to bring you in, Trey. I don't want to surprise you. Put your clothes on.
Do you guys think Diana and what do you guys think of that?
So was she actually married?
Yeah.
Yeah, married.
Aren't they
kids
both married?
Yeah, both married, both
Okay.
kids. I held hands. Me and my wife call it waffling. I waffled with my wife, and I said, "If we're doing this, what do you think? Like, is this intimate, or is this something just you doing a business?"
Can you go get your wife and waffle?
But we were out walking, and I was like, I showed her the picture. She's like, "It's not that bad." And then I turned side to side with her, and I did the waffled hands, and we both look at each other like, "Yeah, that's bad. Like that. It's not good."
You bring up a good point. You bring up a good point. But here's my question: in today's society, are we 100% confident that's not an agreement/arrangement?
What do you mean?
That all parties all 4 parties are privy to what was happening?
Maybe Diana, because there's clips coming out. I see where you're coming from, Caleb. There's clips a lot in the last 48 hours of like, there's a clip of her talking about how like, oh, my mom said I should be nicer to my husband because he's good looking, or like my husband's average, like all this stuff. So you may be onto something.
A little upside down
A little
yeah,
Secret Life Mormon wives type of thing. You know?
I had never heard the word cuck until probably like 6 years ago, and now it's everywhere. Like apparently it's just a well-known thing that people do. So I'm thinking, and then like you mentioned the pineapple thing. I mean, good God, apparently everyone's just doing some weird stuff. They're waffling each other.
I mentioned waffles, not pineapples.
No, Landon mentioned the pineapples, the upside down ones. Listen, if that's your thing, I'm not judging you. Whatever.
I did see a great tweet.
It's fine.
They're like, if she's willing to do that to be an insider, what is Adam Scheffner doing? And then somebody had that guy at the was it on Firefest? Is that what it was? He was like,
oh yeah,
I took one for the team.
I can't believe that they're just, especially her, are just like going on with their life and job and acting like it just didn't happen. Like she posted like a news story today, and like
you kind of have to.
It had like 700 likes and like 3.5 thousand replies to it.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I kind of thought maybe this looks more than it is. But you bring up a good point with the waffling.
The waffling's bad. I mean, I said to her, I showed her the 4 pictures, and laying by the pool, weird, but you can get past it. The hug, whatever. Coaches and reporters, they have a good rapport. They're both older, whatever. The other one of them like sitting by the pool, fine. And there's even one that came out today of them like getting drinks at the Combine, Indianapolis. I'm sure that's what like reporters and coaches do. I'm fine with that. Waffling, whole new level.
Yeah.
I've only waffled with people I've been intimate with. I'll get in front of that.
You try to waffle with me all the time.
I don't have a defense for either of them because of said waffling remarks. It's a weird one, and some people speculated that it was PI. I'm not convinced though. I'm not convinced that this is divorce stuff. Private investigator.
Oh, okay.
It's still just 15 yards though. It's college. So
yeah.
Spot foul. Waffling is definitely a spot foul.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sure. Yeah. Waffling gets you half a distance from the goal, first down. That's PI in the end zone.
Here's what's crazy. We talked about this last week. TMZ has had a great 2 years. This wasn't even a TMZ thing, right?
No, this was New York Post, page 9 or page whatever it's called. Page 10, page 9. It was New York Post.
Yeah, TMZ's furious.
Yeah.
They didn't get that scoop.
Well, they probably got the video coming out. They got the sex tape coming out.
They got what?
The sex tape coming out. Or the guy in the chair in the corner.
Oh, that is what I had that thought. Have you seen some of the things Diana Rossini has said about her husband on air and our Twitter that have come out?
Yeah, that's what Trey was saying.
I was talking about.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
But yeah, it's crazy.
He was like, yeah, but
I was sorry. I was trying to go to TMZ to see if they've even said anything about it because they pay for those pictures, right? Like they would pay someone. Yeah. Should we just start doing that? Just like following people around,
snapping pictures.
Also, do you know Dan Bilzerian? I just went to TMZ's thing. He's running for some public office in Florida.
I wonder what party he's aligned with.
If you vote for Dan Bilzerian, I think you should be sentenced to death.
Last question, Landon, Caleb. I think this tied in Tennessee sports here. I know I asked it last week. I'm going to make it a tradition where I ask it each week. Does Tennessee make the postseason?
No.
I mean, how do you have any kind of confidence that they are at this point? So I'm going to go no.
Okay.
It sucks, but I think that's reality, unfortunately.
It's going to be a long month.
Yeah.
Month and a half. When's the SEC tournament?
Can I just read some of TMZ's tweets? How are people like dialed in on them? Exclusive. Andy Cohen scoffs at Ronnie? Is that how you'd say that? Leah McSweeney's cocaine headline or cocaine head claims. I can't even read these headlines.
We got to go.
It's Biebercella Eve. We're kicking off the festival weekend with throwbacks of your favorite celebs at Coachella. What a time, chat. What a time.
Guys, thank y'all for listening. We'll be back on Sunday talking about God knows what and maybe some portal. Obviously, we'll talk about the baseball program. Hopefully, they don't blow a lead this week. That's what we want to see, improvement. Guys, thank y'all again. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.
Home run slam dunks, give him 6. Boys at M-double-I, they got your big orange face. All year long is the place to be to hear some balls for life talking Tennessee. And